YouTube? How y'all been doing? I'm back at it again with another video. First thing I'm trying to get into is this 23 away from NBA, 23 days out. Talking about the first regular season games here. Got some preseason games coming up, but let's go ahead and jump on ahead and then wrap it. I'm gonna jump into the Pacers mix a little bit because that's my favorite team, y'all. You know, if you've been watching with me, that's where I'm at. That's what I pay attention to the most. But the only thing really been floating around the Indiana Pacers is the Buddy Hield news. Looks like we're probably gonna trade Buddy Hield and keep it young, which is all good with me. I'm glad we're trying to pick a direction. I wonder what we can get out of Buddy though. Really, I hope he don't go into the season and not try to play a whole bunch of games because he's not going to be in our team for the future. You know, or take a dive on his 3-point percentage, anything like that. But hopefully we can at least get a young player, somebody that's under contract, you know, with some potential on him, or a pick, even if it's going to be a late first round. I think we get a first round pick for Buddy, something we can package together and get a superstar here with Tyrese here in the future. But outside of that, there's not really been going on with the Pacers a whole lot. But I think we're going to look for either getting picks and assets or a young player. I think that's the direction the Pacers are going to head with the Buddy situation. But I think everybody that pays attention to the NBA already knows what's going on and knows that Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo about to take the East over. It's about to be crazy out there. I don't know who's going to be able to stop that pick and roll. I don't know what kind of defense they're going to be able to throw on them. I know Giannis is going to be up in the offense a lot more, just since they don't got a whole lot of depth. But outside of that, we can look forward to the two-headed monster in Milwaukee, and that's going to be cool for this season. Do you guys think they're going to win the championship? I don't know how far they're actually going to get, but I'd like to hear what y'all think about it. I mean, Giannis wants championships, and I don't think that's going to happen, but you know, it's just crazy. It's a crazy pairing. Do you think they're the best duo in the NBA? That's something else I'd like to know. James Harden situation, that's another thing that I want to get into here a little bit because he still hasn't had any traction going anywhere. He still looks like he's stuck in Philly with Joel Embiid, and I don't think that combo is going to get him anywhere, especially with what's going on in the East here with that duo in Milwaukee and a couple other teams I'm going to jump in here to shortly. It got a lot better here just over the last few 24 hours. But on top of that, we got James Harden just stuck out in the middle of an island, for say, in Philadelphia after calling Daryl Morey a liar. And I really don't know what the NBA team is going to give up for a guy who doesn't wiggle his way out of one situation in Houston. Went to Brooklyn, and wiggled his way out of that situation to go play with Embiid. And here he is again unhappy. He's over 30 years old. He's on the wrong side of that hump. And I'm not sure what you're going to get for James Harden. I think the value for the next guy we're going to talk about is a little bit better than what you can expect to get for James Harden. Especially because the next guy we're going to talk about plays on both sides of the ball. But I guess let's go ahead and talk about him a little bit. Jrue Holiday. He was traded to the Boston Celtics, which is really kind of another blow for the Pacers because the East is loaded. This arms race in the East is kind of what everybody's been saying. So Pacers are definitely looking probably to sit at the back of the pack and maybe be competitive and push their cards to the middle of the table, but they're not all the way in. So I'm interested to see how the Pacers season plays out. But other than that, Jrue Holiday is official at this point. Jrue Holiday is now a member of the Boston Celtics over Malcolm Brogdon, and I think that's probably a good move for them. He's an excellent two-way player. He's a great defender. So I think that's going to give them another element on that side of the ball they didn't have before, even bigger than Marcus Smart. I mean, Jrue was in my opinion, probably pretty close to being a defensive player of the year a couple times. And Marcus Smart, I think he was maybe a little overvalued for his role in Boston there, being a part of the big championship contender team. He did deserve his flowers, but I don't think he was the kind of defender Jrue Holiday is all I'm getting at, really. I didn't think that his value was quite as high as what it was going to be, and then ended up being for Drew Holiday, getting 2 first-round picks for him. And I really think they may be able to flip Malcolm Brogdon and get a third, probably not a very good first-round pick, but get a third first-round pick for Malcolm Brogdon as well. Robert Williams is a good pickup for the Portland Trailblazers, who's going to be a real fun team to watch, but not a very competitive team. I don't think they're going for anything but experience this season. Outside of that, though, I'd like to just briefly give my thoughts on the Rookie of the Year opinion, and I think it's probably going to be what everybody else's is. Victor Wembanyama is the obvious pick for Rookie of the Year, but there's been a lot of questions around his health, and is he going to be able to stay healthy? How many games will he play? Are they really even looking to be competitive in San Antonio, or are they just looking to get him out on the floor for a season? And if he does get hurt, who do you guys think can be the Rookie of the Year? I'd like to hear your opinion. If the number one obvious pick goes down, who do you think is going to be the Rookie of the Year? Because Chet's a rookie this year who didn't play last year, and he'd probably be one of my top two guesses if I had to pick. Scoot, a man is a good candidate for Rookie of the Year. If something happens with Vic. I'd like to say Jarris Walker, because Jarris Walker is a member of the Indiana Pacers. So hopefully he can jump on and be a defensive beast, maybe even take the starting role in his first season here with us. But I just wanted to get on here and share my thoughts on what's been going on with the NBA season so far, and get with you guys and put a video up. You guys can, drop your comments and like and subscribe to the channel and let me know what your thoughts on the season are and what you guys think is going to happen this year.